Okay, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining from today. My name is Michael Petch. I'll be your host today for this event on patterns on wheels, 3D printing in the tire mold industry. Um, this is a very exciting topic, and we're looking forward to explore how using cutting edge AM, how that's transforming a critical area of industrial production. If you've worked in our industry, you probably know that understanding real world applications is essential when evaluating new technologies. And our session today, I hope, offers exactly that, a deep dive in how 3D printing has been successfully applied in tire mold manufacturing. Now, joining us today is UnionTech, and they've already proven their capabilities in high precision applications like shoe mold production. And building on that success, they've expanded their expertise to meet the unique demands of the tire industry. We're going to go into some great detail here, hopefully things that you might sort of think about applying for your own businesses, but how they're delivering solutions that address the speed, cost, and design complexity all at once. Um, Taking us through that is going to be Stanley Lung. He's the Senior Director of Sales for the Asia Pacific region at UnionTech. And Stanley has extensive experience in helping manufacturers adopt digital solutions. Stanley's going to bring both technical insight and industry perspective that will make this webinar hopefully an exceptional learning opportunity. Now, this is a live event, so it's a great chance for you to ask questions, and we encourage you to take advantage of the Q&A session at the end of the presentations to make sure you engage directly with our speaker. If you'd like to ask questions, then please take a look to the right of your screen. You'll see the Q&A icon, and that's where I'd like you to put your questions to our speaker. Right. So without further ado, I'd like to bring Stanley to the stage. So welcome.
Hello, Michael.
Hi, Stanley. Great to see you. Thank you for
Thank you for
joining us today.
thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction. It's such a big honor to having me today for sharing and joining this webinar with
Um,
you.
Before I turn the room over to you, Stanley, my first question is, why are we doing a webinar about tire molds?
Okay, so maybe I can share a little bit my personal experience with UnionTech. And I remember my first time heard about UnionTech is around 8 years back. And at that time, I served as a application and director for an international 3D printing company, and we are competing on a shoes opportunity. And at that time, I based in Singapore, and I dedicate for the Southeast Asia market. And we know Southeast Asia market has a lot of shoes factory, and the unfortunate thing is every shoes opportunity we are basically losing to UnionTech. And when we're speaking to those shoes company, we learned the shoes company is using UnionTech technology to print the master pattern for making their stainless steel mold for the shoe shore. And UnionTech is offering a very outstanding, affordable, and quality-driven SLA technology solutions for those shoes factory, shoes molder. And and now I'm excited to know the UnionTech is taking this move to an even bolder level. It's not just leveraging the SLA solution for shoes size, but for tire mold size in a bigger scale. And for the shoes and for the tire, they are having a very similar process on the rubber product fabrication. But the challenge is different in
Mm.
terms of the dimensional accuracy, in terms of the surface finishing, in terms of the quality standards is on another level perspective. So UnionTech is taking their massive experience on the success of the shoes to the tire market to help the tire market to address the current challenge in the market dynamic and
Mhm.
offering another alternative to improve the operations efficiency, to reducing the cost and also increasing the sustainability and scalability. So I will be sharing more in detail on this area today.
Splendid. Well, thanks for that detailed answer, and thanks to everyone joining us today. Stanley mentioned he's going to go into detail, plus quite a bit more information as well. Then I'll be back to field your questions afterwards. So if you'd like to ask something, please use the Q&A box. We'll try to get through as many as possible. Stanley, with that, it's over to you.
And thank you so much, Michael. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the audience here. And so my name is Danny. I'm in charge of the channel development and the sales for UnionTech. And I'm very happy to be here today to share the latest and greatest information from UnionTech, particularly the flagship solution we recently launched for the tire mold maker by UnionTech. And what we are going to cover today, for today, you will learn the below from the next 30 to 40 minutes. You will learn about the existing challenge in the tire mold production, and producing high quality tire mold is not an easy task. And these challenges are not affected by the efficiency of the production, but also directly impact to the performance and the safety of the tire. So understand the challenge is crucial because they highlight the need of innovative solutions and what we are offering today. And also we will dive into the UnionTech end-to-end solution, specialty designed for the tire molder. This is not just a tool, it's a revolutionary approach that addresses the pain point of the traditional mold process. And right now, we have over 100 install base already installed and adopted in just 1 year time. And we will also share about the real world insight from our install base, and we will look into the case study and we showed how much value they are gained from our solutions. And more information will be coming today for the sharing. Before we dive into the specific of our solution, let's take a moment to understand who UnionTech is and what and why we are uniquely positioned to address this challenge in the tire mold production. So UnionTech is a global leader in the additive manufacturing industry. We have over 23 years experience of the industrial leading experience. We have been dedicated to bridge the gap between distributed manufacturing and mass customization. This means we focus on delivering industrial grade, high quality solution that allow business to produce a highly customized product at scale, efficiently, and cost effectively. So that's why you see a lot of installation in the shoes, in the surface bureau, and now in the tire market or even at the dental market. So we know what we are doing, and we want to generate a business value to our target audience. And over these 22 years in the market, we have shipped more than 15,000 install base, 15,000 printer, industrial grade printer worldwide. And this extensive reach demonstrates our commitment to providing a reliable and high quality solution to the customer globally. And for the mission and vision, we commit to advance the decentralization of digital production. And we want to break down all the barriers that traditionally limit to access to the advanced manufacturing technology. So that's why our mission and vision are centered around empowering our customer to achieve success by offering affordable and innovative printer, production grade printer, which help them to stay competitive and also reducing the cost, and as well as to deliver a superior product to their market. And this show you the all-around ecosystem UnionTech have. So we built a comprehensive ecosystem that cover every perspective of additive manufacturing. It include it's not just selling machine, it's about selling, providing a complete solution that to empower our customer to achieve their goals. And it include high resolution printers, and include the software integration for user with more intuitive control, and as well as on-demand service. So that means we are not just aiming to evolve the printer area, but to offer a more round experience to the customer to ensure they are gaining all the value from different small pieces of the puzzle. And here's the product portfolio. We have all the need, and every customer has unique needs when it comes to 3D printing. And that's why we are offering a comprehensive portfolio of SLA, LCD, DLP solution tailored to different applications, from prototyping to manufacturing aids, or even to high volume production. Each product, sorry, each product is fine-tuned for speed, for reliability, for ease of use, to ensuring our customer can really gain the required value from our solution. And today we are not talking the rest of the product, but we are going to focus on our RA series, which this machine is specifically designed to meet the demand requirement of the tire motor, which requiring high performance and reliability. So let's move on to our main topic, and the context for today is how we are going to reshape the tire mold fabrication and what is the feature and solution we are offering. Let me start with some background about the tire motor industry. So the tire mold industry is at the heart of the automotive sectors. It playing a crucial role to ensuring safety, performance, and comfortability of the vehicle worldwide. However, as the automotive industry continues to evolve rapidly, so there are a lot of challenges they have been facing right now. The first one is about intensified competition. The automotive industry is advancing at a very quickly and unprecedented pace, driven by the technology innovation. So a lot of new car has been developed, has been launched in so as to enhancing the user experience. As more the player enter the market and competition has been intensified, tire manufacturing are consistently striving to differentiate themselves from superior quality and innovative design, and also the cost-effective solution. So due to the more design of the vehicle coming into the market, the more design and better performance of the tire is essentially needed to serve the market. So consumer today expect tire that offer not only durability but also enhancing the performance, safety, and comfortability. And this demands for high quality tire, and that is the first challenge. The second challenge is about the tread design. The design of the tire tread is a critical factor to determine how well a tire performs. Tread pattern affect traction, affect the braking, affect the noise level, and also the overall handling characteristic. So the tire tread pattern are becoming significantly complex. They have the summer tire, they have the winter tire, they have different tire design, different tread design in order to tackle different environmental needs. So because those designs become more complex and presenting a significant technical challenge for tire mold manufacturing if they are sticking with the traditional way of mold fabrication, like the CNC. And the third one is the tire mold often come in low volume, but with a diverse type, which require unique specification. And the traditional machining methodology struggle to handle those level of customization efficiency. Conventionally, it's about 5-axis machine, conventional 5-axis machines, which is very powerful, but can be also limited in their ability to achieve. the unique precision and flexibility, such as the curves, such as the angle, and or even more complex geometry. And this is exactly what they're facing today in the market. And as I mentioned, traditional 5S machining is powerful, but it has limitation when it comes to handling increasing capacity of the tire tread design and meeting the demand of modern manufacturing. But what if there were a better way? What if we can offer a solution that not only address the pain point we have been mentioned in the last page, but also uh, elevate the entire process? That is what UnionTech doing. With UnionTech innovative digital solutions, we are making this vision now becoming a reality. And our commitment to empowering the Tyre Mold industry through digitalization is not just a vision, it's a reality. And that is being realized across the globe. As of February 2025, we have successfully installed over 151 printer, RA series printer in the world. The widespread adoption of our RA series printer across diverse regions underscore the universal appeal of our solution. It proved that our technology is not only effective but also adaptable to different market condition, and customer need. And I take one of the examples from China, which the company is called Lichuan Mold. Lichuan Mold is a leading tire mold manufacturer. Their adoption of the RA series printer has significantly improved their production efficiency and quality. There are numerous business values Lichuan Mold has been gained by us. First one is about the cost saving. Lichuan Mold has reduced its overall production cost by 25%. That including saving on the materials, saving on the labor, and also the operational expense. And also the second thing is about the simplified workflow. Our solution enable them to combine a multiple step into a single step, such as to combine the fabrication of the base mold and the assembly of the steel blade decoration into one single step, reducing the need of separate procedure and minimizing the error. And also, the RA series printer come together with the automatic pre-configuration setting and make them easier to operate. Even operator with very limited experience, they can achieve high quality results quickly. And so is helping them saving the cost, reducing the process, speed up and accelerate the turnaround time for each of the tire mold production, and also to to reduce their training and learning costs in order to adopt a new transformation. So that is one of the typical case from China, based in in Shandong. And so we learn about the install base, and we have explored the challenge faced by the tire mold manufacturer, and we understand the limitation of the traditional manufacturing machining process and how UnionTech RA solution are revolutionizing the industry. And what does all this mean to the tire mold maker? What exactly we are offering to them, and what's the ultimate value? And here I want to disclose the secret and all the recipe today with the audience. So by the end, here's the value by the end through our end-to-end solution to deliver to the tire molder. And these benefits are not just theoretically, they have been proven in the real world application and are driven tangible result for our customer, for our 131 install base customer. The first one is about the quality and repeatability commitment. One of the most critical aspects of tire mold production is precision. And tire manufacturers rely on precise mold to produce the tire with uniform tread patterns, optimal grip, and also consistent performance. And our solution eliminates all the possible variability and ensure that each mold exceeds our committed specification. The second one is about the production efficiency. Traditional manufacturing methods often involve long lead time and complex workflow. Now with the UnionTech Tyre solution, we can significantly shorten the mold production cycle. And our printer help to reduce the number of the steps required in the manufacturing process, which deliver a faster turnaround times, quicker response to the market, and reduce inventory costs for better flexibility. And once the quality, repeatability, and efficiency meet, the customer will care about the ROI. The total investment cost of our solution is significantly minimal than the other technology. Definitely, investing in a technology can be a daunting, but return on investment, the ROI for UnionTech solution is definitely clear. We are not just Our solution is not just reducing the operational cost and also improving the efficiency. So therefore, the tire molder right now with our single field machine has been expanded to 10, 20 machines in just a 1 year time or half year time. So the ROI is very clear and attractive to the tire molder. And last but not the least is about the flexibility and innovative. As we mentioned, automotive industry is constantly evolving, and the tire manufacturer need to innovate to stay competitive. So our solution empower them to create more complex designs with easier and more iterative operation procedure. So that's the ultimate value we are offering, we are selling, and we are delivering to the tire maker through our RA solution. And let me start with the quality first. When we speak for the quality, we understand that for the tire mold maker, quality and reliability are non-negotiable. It's nothing about the pricing. It's about the quality standard and reliability standard is nothing able to negotiate. And our solutions are not just about producing a prototype or one-time modeling. These machines are designed to be robust manufacturing eggs that deliver consistent results every time. And when we are speaking on the quality and repeatability guarantee, we are focusing on four major pillars. Surface quality, number one, surface quality, and the detail resolution. The second one is the precision, and the third one is about the consistency. How is the consistent level from batch to batch to part, and the last but not the least is about the stability and reliability, whether the machine is stable as a production grade machine. How is the uptime? How is the U rate, and so on. So let me start with the surface quality. The first one is the surface roughness we deliver. So surface roughness is highly essential for the mold maker because it will help it. A good surface roughness will help them to eliminate as much as post-touching need. So we deliver a superior surface finish with an RA value of no less than 3.5 micron, which is exceptionally smooth. The low RA level ensures that the mold surface is free from imperfections, reducing the need for post-processing steps like sanding and polishing. And this not only saves time, but also maintain the integrity of the mold design from time to time. And on the right side, you see the picture is 20 times under the microscope. It's exceptionally smooth, right out of our printer. And the second thing is about our the roundness deviation. Our printer achieves unparalleled precision with the roundness deviation. And here we are talking about the roundness deviation of just 0.0 mm across any cross section of the mold. This ensures that the mold maintains perfect circularity, which is essential for the tire manufacturing. Precise roundness is crucial for ensuring the segmented tire mold are able to fit correctly on the wheels and perform optimally. Even slight deviation can lead to issues such as uneven wear or poor handling characteristic. So the roundness is the second important factor we are offering to the Tyre molder. And not just about the surface quality and the roundness, precision and accuracy are at the core of our commitment to delivering high quality tire mold. This include specific metrics like the tread point deviation. The first one is the tread point deviation. Our RA series printer use advanced optics and motion control system to ensure that over 90% of the tread points we print have a deviation within 0.08 mm. This level of precision ensures that the tread pattern is accurately replicated, leading to a consistent tire performance. And the second thing is about the tread steel blade size. What we call is the tread blade size. The thickness of the blades used in the tire mold directly impact to the durability and consistency of the final product. So maintaining a precise blade thickness, ensuring a uniformity across all the mold. And we manage the deviation at about 0. At below 0.04 mm, and we ensure that each blade is consistent and leading to a more reliable and durable tires. And last but not least is about our outer tire deviation and also the inner tire deviation. And our solution maintain a tight tolerance for both outer and inner dimension. The outer tire deviation is controlled within 0.15 mm, while the inner tire deviation is kept within 0.1 mm. And this level is definitely great enough and totally acceptable for the tire molders. And we have talked about the surface quality and the dimensional accuracy. What is the standard we are guaranteeing and offering to the install base? And now it's more about the repeatability and and consistency. So to further reinforce our commitment to the quality and repeatability, we have conducted an intensive evaluation by printing over 100 sets of the mold using different machine, different RA series machine. The U rate of our print mold is especially high, within 95%, is able to meet or even exceed the commit standard. The graph on the right side shows the U rate on the commit standard over the time. So this data point highlight that our solution is consistently meet or exceed expectation. Definitely, this is ongoing process for optimization. We are continuously doing optimization from different generation to ensure we are offering a more sustainable and sustainable reliability and for an improvement from over time. And how so all these essential standard is what we are delivering by the end to the tire molder, and how we are able to make that happen, and what's the turnkey feature on our solution to able to generate, to create those commitments and delivering those commitments to the end user. I would say we understand the tire mold production require comprehensive approach. It's not just a single machine can do it. It's a comprehensive approach to ensure the precision, the efficiency, and the reliability. And our end-to-end solution is designed to address every aspect on the process, from the hardware to the material. So the RA600 is the backbone of our solution. It provides the hardware needed to produce high quality tire mold efficiently. And this machine is tailored for the tire mold production. It combines high precision, speed, and reliability, as well as a QA process to deliver exceptional results. And the second one is about our material, the X-Tire series resin. And this resin is specifically formulated for the tire mold application in order to maintain a good smoothness, surface quality, and also the durability and as well. And not just about the material and also the printer, together with the software, what we call it is the process automation software UT1 is our proprietary process automation software that streamlines the entire process for the tire mold production workflow. It helped the user be hassle-free to learn and to operate, to orient the part, to ensure to get the best quality of the result from the machine. And so let me start from the hardware perspective. From the hardware perspective, the successful the reason we the some of the core components to to make our RA product is so special for the tire mold maker is because we are we have a few successful components driven by our cutting edge technology. First of all is our dynamic sport switching technology. It intelligently identifies part feature and automatically adjusts the laser spot size for optimal speed and precision. So it will base on the area of the scanning to adjust the size in order to keep a good quality of the exterior finishing and also interior printing speed. And the sealed system protect the component from the environmental factor and ensuring the machine is more reliable and stable for the operation, long-lasting operation, or even 24/7 non-stop printing operation. And besides the laser, and the second one is our intelligent automatic calibration algorithm. Our calibration process requires minimal manual intervention. Automation ensure consistent and repeatability, allowed the tire mold maker to focus on other critical tasks without worrying about the calibration accuracy. So all the calibration process is 95% automatically done by the machine. It will ensure a good consistency from machine to machine, from trade to trade. And last but not least is about our micron level liquid control system. And this is by maintaining a consistent and stable liquid level for every layer of the print. It results in a more uniform and finer surface layer lines and leading to a better surface quality of the tire with more consistent thread pattern and improved performance. So all this technology edge or advantage is patented by UnionTech. And one step move on is about our material. The X-Tire series resin is not just a material. They are engineered solution designed to meet the specific need for the tire mold production. And with the fine-tuned viscosity, it produces exceptional accuracy and minimizing the deviation and also delivering an outstanding roundness. So the X-Tire 008 ensure that every mold meet the highest standard of the quality and the performance out from the RA series machine. And not to forget the software. We believe the software plays a critical role in streamlining the entire printing experience. Our software is designed to be an all-in-one tool that simplifies every step, from the preparation to the printing post-printing process. It comes with the user-friendly interface, and so the intuitive designs ensure that the user can quickly navigate through the workflow without requiring an intensive learning. By the way, and there's no additional third-party software need, which means you have everything ready to go from the data to print seamlessly with our UnionTech solution, the software. And the Polydesk is a powerful pre-processing software come together with the machine. It allows the user to repair the STL data, to replay doing the placement, orientation, slicing, or even some advanced function like the hollowing, creating a lattice structure to reduce the material consumption, adding the texture mapping, or generating a smart support or intelligent support. And all this function has been included in the Polydesk. And the good thing is this polydesk is included together with the machine free of charge. Our client doesn't require additional third-party software as an incremental investment. And beside the polydesk, we have recently launched the latest software advancement for the tire molder, what we call UT1, tire molders. So this software is able to take automation to the next level with its fully automated AI data preparation engine. So the UT1 automate the entire pre-processing workflow. And what I mean here is the worker just need to import the data, and the rest of the process, including the repairment of the data, placing the model onto the tray, putting the model into the right orientation, the best orientation, and generating the hollow structure and the lattice structure, what we call light weighting, and supporting and slicing and sending to the machine. Everything is automatically done by the machine. So, which means the user just required to click one button, and the rest of the process is going to be handled by the automation software. And this automation software is not just simplify the process, but also reducing 95% of the manual work, saving the time and minimizing human error. Think about if you have a junior worker, you have no experience on how to orient the part, what's the best angle for putting the thermal onto the tray. And this software eliminate this hassle for the user because we have a massive amount of the data database, and we know, and our software knows the best and the highest U rate of the orientation required for printing the mold. So it saves time, minimizing the human error, and it's streamlining the process, ensuring consistency and reliability across all the prints. And also the software come together with the configuration and debugging. So the software will automatically optimize the printing parameter based on the model's geometry and material property. And with all these configurations, is helping and increasing the U rate of the printing success, and also reducing the failure print. And by the way, it also the record tell us the support consumption is also being optimized for 2 to 5% of the total print by using the automation software. Long story short, we are together with the software. We are offering a one-click automatic solution for the tire maker and minimizing all the learning and make the process be more easier for managing and easier for the operator to increase the U rate and success rate. And so we have disclosed all the basically the majority of the feature and the functions. And let's move it into a more commercial perspective, including the productivity and ROI edge. And how what is the dollar amount we can save and how much time we can optimize through this transformation. And so first take a closer look at the traditional manufacturing process used in the tire mold production. Understanding this process will help us see how our innovation address their limitation and drive significant improvement. So the traditional process for building the tire mold involve multiple steps. Basically, they send the data, they segment the mold into 8 pieces, and then they build each of the piece. What we call is building the master pattern by machining and also inserting the steel blades onto the base mold, and then they will do the castings, including the silicon casting, ceramic casting, and then finally convert into the stainless steel mold, the final mold. And after that, they will do some machining process, rounding process to ensure that the final stainless steel mold is up to the quality for the mold test. So this is the entire process. And the major challenge we are tackling here is on the building master pattern process. And first of all, In order to make the master pattern with the traditional process, they have to machine the base mold either by wood or by the plaster. And after that, they need to insert the pre-produced steel blade one by one onto the onto the base mold, which required massive amount of the craftsmanship and so prone to the errors. And this challenge can be significantly impact to the productivity, to the quality, and the cost. So basically, they spend a lot of time and the money on building the master pattern, good quality master patterns. And what we are so and now with the UnionTech tire solution, we streamline the process and significantly by enable them on printing the base mold together with the blade in one go. It's not just eliminate the unnecessary labor work, but also reducing on all the human error, resulting in a more consistent quality across all the part. Think about you need 100, 200, this kind of the mold segment. Lesser involvement on the labor on inserting the blade is delivering much better consistently. So let's move it one more step, show more tangible number comparing on the production time, on both the production time cutting and also the step optimization by adopting UnionTech technology. So for the production time on the master pattern in traditional way, it would take about 2 or 3 weeks at least. Break it down, it would take about 1 to 2 weeks on machining for all the 8 pieces of the segment mold. For sure, it depends on how many 5 axis machine you're going to use. And how much dollar you're going to allocate on those machine, 5 axis machine. But if we put it into the same picture, like we have a set lead time to deliver this quantity of the mold, and we have this at the same amount of money on the machine investment to make the same thing happen. It would take for the traditional process, it would take about 1 to 2 weeks on the machining for all the required segment mode, and then another 3 day additional 3 day for the SLM, the metal printing for printing the steel blade. And then additionally, after you printing you machine the mold and printing the steel blade, you need additional 2 or 3 days for the decoration, for putting the steel blade onto the mold and assembling. And adding all this up, it will consume you about 2 or 3 weeks time at least to make a complete tire mold for the testing. And now with the 3D printing process, it will only take approximately 2 or 4 days. The segmenting, so we can, the reason is the segment mold can be printed together with the blade in a single print job. And additionally, it might take a few hours for the cleaning, for the post-processing, for the post-curing, or light touching if need. But in general speaking, it will just take about 2 or 4 days for you to make the entire mold complete. So comparing the time optimization from the traditional to 3D printing process is saving about 70-80% of time on making the same useful and qualified master pattern. And here, let me show you the print time of two of the base mold with our RA 600. And every RA 600, basically you can put two piece of the tire mold onto the tray. And this data demonstrates how we deliver significant time saving comparing to the traditional methodology. And the RA600 printer uses a layer thickness of 0.05, which ensure high precision and smooth surface smoothness while maintaining a reasonable print speed. And for this model, we are showing case here. The dimensional is about 205 times 330 times 250. So you can basically load 2 pieces of the base mold on the tray, and the full tray total print time is 37 hours. A spinning set, it means each piece take about 18.5 hours, almost half day to 1 day time. You can get a fully complete base mold together with the blades ready for evaluation for the testing or for even the stainless steel mold casting process. The time saving is obviously and undoubtedly. And so we learn about the time saving, and how about the labor requirement comparison? In additional to reducing the printing time and streamline the process, UnionTech 3D printing solution also significantly decrease the labor requirement. And for the traditional process, it involves multiple manual and automatic steps, and each of step requires skillful labor. And for example, here's the breakdown. Let's say it will require about 20, in total, it will require about 23 workers. You need skillful worker for the CAM programming and maybe additional operators for the machine operation and also the SLMs for printing the steel blades. And that's not all. The most painful part is require extra worker to handle the hand finishing tasks, such as trimming the corner and inserting the steel pieces. The higher the number of the worker required in increase labor costs, and also introduce a higher scale of the variability in quality due to the manual intervention. But now with 3D printing process, you can drastically reduce the labor requirement. You will only probably need roughly 6 people, but not 20. One people to manage the 3D printing process, setting up the machine, monitoring, sending the data to the software, and then handling all the basic maintenance. And you might need two workers for handling the cleaning process after the print, to remove the support, and also to do some essential light touching if need. And the third and the last free worker is to perform minimal hand finishing tasks to refine the final product. The reduced labor requirements not only lower the cost but also minimizing all the risks of the human error. The more people you need for your manufacturing process, the higher chance of the human error introduced. So by having a more innovative and seamless process, is not just improving the efficiency but also enhancing all the successful rate and operation excellence of the production. And in addition to the labor requirement, the skill level need for traditional and 3D printing process differ significantly. For the traditional process, you need a highly skilled personnel due to its complexity and reliance on the manual operation. For example, the CNC programmer, it might require 3 to 5 years experience on the programming in operating the CNC machine tools. And finding and retaining those skilled CNC programmer is challenging and becoming more challenged in the new generation of era, and also costly. And this individual require extensive training and expertise. But for UnionTech at Tyre Solutions, we don't need this kind of skillful operator or worker. Even junior staff is capable to handle our UT1 software, and by lowering all the skill threshold, UnionTech solution make it easier to onboard a new employees and also reduce dependency on highly specialized talent. Okay, so this is the closing. Long story short, UnionTech, the designed SLA solution, are a serious hard time molder, address the challenge faced. We are providing and delivering precision and consistency, efficiency and speed to the traditional process, and also very cost attractive solution and ROI analysis through our automation and reducing of the manual iteration. And last but not least is about the flexibility. The machines, you can use it for printing the mold, but also you can leverage to print the prototype or testing evaluation. So one tool serve multiple things. And this kind of flexibility is adding a very important edge, competitive edge, to tackle the uncertainty of the world moving on. And with all this essential value we offer, Tyre Mold can transform the operation, enhance the competitiveness, and also drive success in today's rapidly evolving market. And so that's all the sharing for today. Let's see if any questions from the audience group, and we also welcome you to reach out to us offline to speak to the expert teams, and we will be happy to help. Uh, Help you to diagnostic your situation and map out the best way to evaluate, to navigate this solution for your company. So that's all the sharing for today.
Thanks, Stanley. That's some excellent detail. Really sort of fascinating to see how, in practice, this works. And I think quite a few of the audience were intrigued to see that you're actually using this in the particular way you are, eliminating those a couple of steps from that master mold process, and as a result, saving a lot of time and a lot of manpower for the companies who are adopting this. We've got a lot of questions actually. I'm going to try to get through as many as possible. So enough of me sort
Sure.
of talking. Let's sort of jump in here. I think the first couple of questions, which are most popular, it seems, with the audience, are kind of related to similar things. So I'll roll them together. The first one you've kind of answered, really. The question is, so 3D printing here is not manufacturing a metal mold in this circumstance, it's to make a resin prototype for mold casting, which I think you've kind of explained that that's the case there. But there's a follow-up question to that is, do you see potential for tire mold makers using metal 3D printing to print the molds?
Wow, that was somehow beyond my expertise, first of all, and but I'm happy to share my perspective. I think is relatively challenged for printing the tire mold due to a few reasons.
Mm.
The first, so we mentioned about the quality, the surface quality. So even they print the mold through the metal printer, but they still need a very intensive machining onto the mold. That will ultimately increase the cost to them. The second thing is the dimensional control. So that's why we rarely see FDM powder-based technology, which required involved heat in the printing process, are able to step into this application, because dimension accuracy is highly essential. So, which I believe maybe a short term, 10 years, 5 years, metal machine will be still really hard
Mm.
to serving the full tire mold production. Maybe a small piece of the mold production would be capable, but for the full scale tire mold would be very challenging. And so it's challenging, but I do look forward for the breakthrough in the future.
Watch this space. Are there any particular case studies or specific customer examples that illustrate how your solution compares against traditional CNC machining in terms of total cost of ownership over time? I know you kind of went into some detail there on the manpower savings, but do you have any other case studies you can share with people?
We do have those information, and unfortunately, we cannot share publicly
Mm.
in this forum. And so I believe people will be very interesting to know how much money we can save and how much pricing of your machine or material cost, because ultimately they can calculate the total cost of the ownership for the equipment. But I can bring one of the example, like for the traditional CNC 5-axis machine. it might potentially cost around $50K US dollar to 200 or 300K US dollar. And at this kind of price, you can get basically a full production line on the SLA, production grade SLA machine. So, as Binning said, they are using the same amount of money, but they are able to get a much higher, maybe 2 times or 3 times higher productivity than the conventional way. So that is no brainer for them to make the decision and to adopting the technology. And think about 151 install base just in 1 year is the reality happening.
So the message here is, if you've got an application, maybe bring it to UnionTech. You can help
Yes.
help people understand sort of what the actual sort of total cost of ownership is going to be compared to however you're currently doing that. So get in touch. Another one on pricing as well. Can you tell us more about the pricing of some of the systems you've discussed today?
Well, that's a tough question. So everything is about comparison. It's about comparison. So company always looking for a competitive solution to evolve their production process. And it's pretty hard for me to disclose the pricing here, but I would say in the old day, you spend the money for one machining, one CNC 5S machine, and now you can basically get 3-4 production grade R8 machines over UnionTech, and then you can calculate on that. So,
okay. Another one. I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer this one publicly, at least, but maybe it's something to follow up after the
sure.
event. We have a question here that says, have you compared this process with powder bed fusion at all? And in particular, the process there, and there's a couple of companies mentioned that consists of directly making the metal molds. People are very interested in this.
You
this
mean comparing to the powder bed fusion?
Yes.
Okay. We didn't compare on that, and so I don't. First of all, I don't recall. The Tyre Mold is one of the target application the powder bed fusion is aiming to serve, or even they are not trying to sell their powder bed fusion to the shoes mold. So Tyre Mold is much harder than the shoes mold due to the size and due to the quality standard. And so we believe we are not, the different technology have different strength and adherence strength. So, but for the powder bed solution might be not the most optimal solution for making the master pattern. It's not just printing the part. It's not just printing the part. It's to ensuring the quality up to the bar for the tire maker, tire molder to use for their process.
I can imagine you're getting some traction with this category, because I know at recent trade shows you were talking about a new, larger printer, the RA900. Can you say anything about that system?
Okay, that is a secret, but it's also somehow it's a public. So yes, we are. The short answer is yes. We have install base and customer requiring us to develop a larger size, larger tray size of the tire machine, and they want to have an even better ROI, productivity, and so on. And we are working hard on making this product happen into the market. So yes, we are working on it, but we don't have a valid and solid launch date. And we want to ensure the product is highly qualified and really addressing the demand for the larger and large larger mold production.
Right. One more question before we wrap up. Can you give any more detail on the resins and how they differ from standard resins, particularly
So
in
okay, wow,
terms of
I think this question is asked by a very professional expert,
mm,
and so the resin is different. So in order to make a good part, it's not just putting any kind of resin into the machine; it's controlling the viscosity and how much the laser energy is going to be absorbed, and also the configuration, like the scanning speed and so on, and also coating speed and so on. So it's not just um, a resin development. It's about the resin together with the configuration, together with the machine's algorithm control in order to make a really usable manufacturing aid together. So in order to make sure we can able to deliver that quality, we need to formulate the viscosity. We need to formulate uh, the color. We need to formulate the heat resistance and so on to ensure the part print out is not just for looking, it's for actual using, for running through the casting process. So that's a lot of work behind from the R&D team by the UnionTech. When I watched their production floor, I'm super impressed, and it gained a lot of my respect on what they have been done to make this happen.
amazing. Stanley, well, thank you for giving us some
Thank you
insights
so much.
into this emerging category and the sort of work that goes into there and how you're responding to demands in there. I really appreciate your time. And also thank you for everyone who joined us today as well. Replays will be available. And if your colleagues would like to also catch up on this, please do share the link with them. Stanley, once again, great to
Thank you
speak.
so much.
And thank you so much. Have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
day.
much. Thank you for having me today. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everyone.